Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page, so check out the blog section as well. Good things popping over there at Man Hour, guys, so be sure to check it out each and every day. New things are happening all the time over there, over at manhourradio.com. Got a good show for you guys lined up today. We didn't do a Monday afternoon show. We're going to give you guys some live, raw, uncut sports talk right here, right now on this After Hours edition with the way or no way of the day. But first, it's time to get shocked. Man hour, man hour, man hour, man hour. It has been the MO of most people this season of saying that the NFL is rigged. This is rigged, this is rigged, this is rigged because X team lost, right? The NFL is rigged because the Minnesota Vikings shit the bed versus the New York Football Giants. The NFL is rigged because the Miami Dolphins made it a close game. The NFL is rigged because the Jacksonville Jaguars came back from 27 points down versus the LA Chargers. Do you guys understand what kind of BS you're talking like right now? I understand the narrative that everybody's trying to push. The NFL is rigged. If it's not rigged, then why do all of these bets get so close, right? Why does Vegas always win these over-under games, yada, yada, yada? Just shut up at the end of the day. Guys, I am so sick and tired of everybody saying the NFL is rigged. It's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. Okay, why is it rigged? Because the Vikings lost to the Giants? Is it rigged because the Dallas Cowboys are getting ready to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Is it rigged because the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go to another Super Bowl? Come up with a new narrative, ladies and gentlemen. Come up with a new narrative. Say, hey, my team just sucks. The Minnesota Vikings just suck. The Philadelphia Eagles just plain suck. Come up with a new narrative at some point. Come up with a new narrative. I would be fantastic to hear somebody say that the NFL is not rigged. Because I think the NFL rigged is trending on Twitter still to this day. Come on. Come on. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. If they're done so already, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. But first, we get too carried away. This is Way or No Way Monday edition right here on manhourradio.com. If you're watching us on Facebook.com, welcome. Hit that like button, hit that follow button. We're on our way to 10,000 follows, guys. We are almost there, almost there, almost there. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're on our way to 5,000 subs. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. We got Arthur in the chat says, "What's up, Buck? Fins up." Sorry, man, your fins. They had a good run, but unfortunately, it is time has prevailed. It is time to move on from the fins up. Now, Arthur Brown is officially becoming a Bills fan. I'm just cooking. He says the Bills suck. Alpha Rob is in the chat as well. He says, "Buck, what's up? Finally caught up with you." Alpha Rob, we are on the after hour show, man. 7 p.m. East Coast time every Monday through Friday. Today is just a little bit different because I went and did some family stuff. I lived life and got away from the Man Hour thing, so that's why we're sitting at 7:40 today. But normally 7 p.m. East Coast time is after hours, Monday through Friday, Alpha Rob. And of course, we got Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. We got an hour live show in the afternoon as well. So Man Hour's coming to you guys twice a day, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. East Coast times every Monday through Friday. But way or no way, guys, it is simple, cut and dry. I've been planting seeds out there on the old interwebs all weekend long, and I have compiled this list of way or no way. We're going to talk about Josh Allen. Is he truly a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, or is he a bust? We are going to talk about Lamar Jackson costing his team the game. What? The Giants upset the Vikings. Should the Eagles be scared? We'll talk about that. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the 49ers being the best team in the NFC right now, hands down. And Alpha Rob says, speaking of that narrative, I'm tired of the new Allen narrative. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this Josh Allen narrative. So earlier in the weekend, I posted something about Lamar Jackson and how, he could possibly be finding some new teams this upcoming season. But in the comments, it literally blew up about Josh Allen and about how he is not a top 5 quarterback, not even a top 10 quarterback, and people are putting that bust label on them. And I sit back and I started thinking, I'm like, what in the world are these people talking about? This is the same Josh Allen that I put like at number 3, number 4 quarterback earlier in this season. And you guys thinking he's a bust? Like what? Like what? So, of course, me being the investigative journalist that I am, I'm totally kidding. But I jumped into stats. So I went to ProFootballReference.com and I got the 2022 stat leaders in all stat categories. So with that being said, guys, I went down and I broke down and I looked at every stat category from interception percentage to touchdown percentage to sack percentage, QBR, yards per attempt, adjusted yards per attempt. Guys, I love this stat, adjusted yards per attempt. If you guys don't go based off that stat, you are living life wrong. This is fantastic. I really don't know how it works, but it basically adjusts your quarterback ranking in yards per wide open receiver versus it uses that Amazon software crap. But basically all of the key stats here, guys, Josh Allen was a 8 to 12 ranked quarterback in those respected stats: passing yards, touchdowns, interceptions, sacks, yards per attempt, adjusted yards, passing game, pick sixes, right? He was 8 to 12 in all of those stat categories. So, when we, sit back and think, I'm like, man, is Josh Allen really not a top 5 quarterback in the league? And then I'm like, no way. And then I got to digging deeper. Some of the other key stats, right? Being able to hit receivers that are open, 50% plus, right? With the AWS software crap. He is in the bottom half of the league. So Josh Allen is one of the most inaccurate passers in the NFL right now. Bottom half. Lamar Jackson is a better accurate quarterback than Josh Allen right now. And then of course we have the whole touch or the interceptions in the red zone. There was that one point in the season where he had 4 in a row or something, and 4. It was just he is a pick machine. So guys, way or no way, Josh Allen is not a top 5 quarterback in the league. And guys, going off of everything from this season, all the stats from 8 to 12 range on all the key stats. The Buffalo Bills kind of maybe struggling earlier part in the season. Him being a pick machine. Guys, no way. Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback in the league. Whoever said that Josh Allen is a bust, you guys are absolutely crazy. You are complete haters. You must be Patriots fans or Bill fans or Miami fans or Cincinnati Bengals fans. There is no way that Josh Allen is not a top 5 quarterback in this league. Go beyond the stats. Use your eye test. Josh Allen has that it factor where he's 6'6", 280 pounds or whatever. He is a brick freaking raw. Yes, he has some raw attributes, right? Yes, he kind of has that I'm going to throw it anywhere I want and I know I'm going to complete it attribute, right? I mean, who else had that attribute? Brett Favre. Brett Favre threw a lot of interceptions, and many people saying he is one of the greatest quarterbacks in Packers history, even above Aaron Rodgers, meaning depending on who you talk to, but we'll debate that some other day. But just because you throw some timely interceptions, it doesn't matter, right? Josh Allen is 4-3 in the playoffs games in 7 games. He averages 300 yards per game, 2.4 touchdowns, 0.4 interceptions, and his QBR is 105. Like, that is complete nonsense to think that he is a bust. He has more wins than Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Tua. He has more wins than Joe Burrow right now. Actually, I think they're probably tied, right, for a piece. I mean, it's just to say he's a bust. Come on. Think of that new narrative, as my man Alpha Rob says. Like, think of a new narrative for that. Dean James, welcome to the chat, man. He is giving the laughy emojis. And Karen, welcome to the chat as well. She says, do you think that the Cincinnati Bengals will win against the Buffalo Bills Sunday? Because I'm seriously asking. So, Karen, let's go ahead and jump into these preview games for next week. Since you asked so kindly, since you're being seriously asking, I love a serious question. Guys, obviously the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Ravens last night. We will talk about that coming up. And the Buffalo Bills outlasted the Miami Dolphins, giving us a Buffalo Bills matchup versus Cincinnati Bengals in Buffalo for the divisional round. So Karen asked, do you think that the Cincinnati Bengals will win against the Buffalo Bills this Sunday? Because I'm seriously just asking. The Cincinnati Bengals are a very, very good team. The Cincinnati Bengals did struggle against the Baltimore Ravens because they are division rivals. Just like how the Giants will struggle against the Philadelphia Eagles, just how the I don't think there's any other divisional games in there, but when you play a team 3 times in a year, you know that team inside and out. You are going to struggle against said team over and over again. The Cincinnati Bengals are a very dangerous team, very, very good team. However, injury bug has kind of caught up to them a little bit, and we've seen that versus the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, the Ravens have one of the best defenses in the league. Ever since they signed Roquan Smith, they have been a top 5 defense in the league, only giving up was like 9.5 points a game or something. Something outrageous, right? However, the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line is banged up right now. They had a great offensive line all up to about week 15 or 14, and now they're playing with a bunch of rookies, and they're starting to shuffle people around. They had an injury last night again, and Joe Burrow has been sacked like 24 times in his 5 playoff games. Crazy, right? Get this man a bubble. So do I think the Cincinnati Bengals will beat the Buffalo Bills? No, I don't. I do not think that the Cincinnati Bengals will beat the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. The Buffalo Bills are going to be playing with a lot of heart, a lot of passion. You know, they are, just as a narrative has been since Hamlin's been hurt, right? It is beyond football at this point. And right now, I think the Buffalo Bills are the kryptonite to the Cincinnati Bengals. Just like how the Buffalo Bills, or just like the Chiefs are the kryptonite to the Buffalo Bills, and the Bengals are the kryptonite to the Kansas City Chiefs. So I do think the Buffalo Bills will beat the Bengals on Sunday. Hopefully, Karen, that answers your question. Thank you for the question. Always feel free to pop in to the chat here. We always love a good chat. Bobby, welcome to the chat here. He says, in no way is Allen a bust. 100. 100, baby. Yeah, Josh Allen is not a bust. If Josh Allen wasn't competing with Patrick Mahomes year in, year out, he would be probably the league MVP over and over again. Because, Bobby, let's think of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Right now, obviously, Patrick Mahomes is probably number 1. Jalen Hurts is having a fantastic year, coming in at number 2. Not far behind him is Josh Allen. Guys, I still have Josh Allen as a number 3 quarterback in the NFL right now, despite not having the 5,000-yard passing yards, despite not having the 40 touchdowns, right? He's just a grungy, nasty player. Nasty player. D-Now says, no, he is not a bust. Alpha Rob coming into the chat here. He says he has over 4,000 yards, over 30 touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns, 700 yards rushing. How is that a bust? Great point, man. How is that a bust? The only thing that I can see that is flawed in his game right now are the red zone interceptions. And coming as a sports fan, a NFL fan, I gave ways how the Miami Dolphins can beat the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, I did not think they were going to beat them. Sorry, Arthur. But one of the ways the Miami Dolphins was going to beat the Buffalo Bills is force Josh Allen to throw interceptions, and that's exactly what he did. He had 3 turnovers before the third quarter, right? Maybe he was just playing homage to Hamlin, but yeah, he is not a bust. He says Joe Burrow has more pick sixes than Allen. Actually, right. Dak Prescott, I believe, is leading in pick sixes, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay. So pick sixes is Davis Mills at number 1 with 3, Dak Prescott with 3, Joe Burrow, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Sam Ehlinger, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, all tied with like 2, and then obviously Josh Allen has number 1, tied with a plethora of other players. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What's up, Drew? Glad you are popping in the chat here, man. Glad to see you. Said Alpha Rob says the guy wins and hasn't lost in 2 months. He has not lost in 2 months, Alpha Rob. You are absolutely right. And they will win Sunday as well. And then it will come down like a wrecking ball the week after that when they travel to, I guess it'll be Atlanta when they play the Chiefs, right? Which, how do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about the neutral game BS? As a Chiefs fan, I'm kind of disappointed because, I mean, our city's kind of poor anyways, right? And we are looking to move Arrowhead, and we need a reason to keep Arrowhead at Arrowhead where it's currently at. So we need that money, but I don't know. It is what it is. Drew says he's built like a linebacker. So is Daniel Jones. I did not realize that Daniel Jones was so freaking big. That guy's a brick shithouse. 6'5", 250. When he stiff-armed that cornerback from the Vikings, I don't remember who it was, but he was a good foot taller than he was. Josh Allen and Daniel Jones are both built like shit brick houses. Alpha Ruff says no, they won't win. He says Cincinnati will not beat the Buffalo Bills. Oh no, sorry, that's Alpha Rob. Of course, he said that. Tiki Simpson jumped in the chat here. She says I agree. They have been showing their stuff more so since the Mars incident. The Bills are pretty damn good anyways, and they will beat the Bengals. I concur with that. I wanted KC in Buffalo. KC has never lost a road playoff game since Mahomes has been a Chief. Just putting it out there. I know he's never played a road playoff game, but he is undefeated on the road, baby. Moving on. Way or no way? We asked the question. Buck gives the wrong answer. Moving on. All right, guys, so the next way or no way of the night, we're going to talk about those Baltimore Ravens and that infamous loss versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And many people are out there saying that Lamar Jackson did not cost them the game. We wish we could have been out there, but Lamar Jackson wasn't 100%, yada, yada, yada. So as you guys know, Lamar Jackson suffered a sprained knee. This is the same knee that he said just has a sprain, and then he tweeted Wednesday or Thursday before the game saying that he has a grade 2 PCL sprain. So me being the troll that I am, I looked up how long does it take to recover from a PCL sprain. 3 to 4 weeks. He missed his 6th and 7th game going into the playoffs, ultimately costing them the game. We've had questions on the show many times. Is Lamar Jackson trying to prove a point by not playing? And I said yes many, many, many times. So guys, way or no way, Lamar Jackson cost the Baltimore Ravens the game last night versus the Cincinnati Bengals by not playing. Guys, Lamar Jackson is a very entertaining athlete. He is much see TV, right? We love watching his amazing runs and overthrowing the receivers by 15 yards and underthrowing the receivers by 15 yards. We love seeing that. We love to hate him, right? He makes the man hour so much because he is just a trash quarterback in the end. So way or no way he cost him the game? Absolutely no way. Lamar Jackson did not cost the Baltimore Ravens the game last night. If anything, he kept the game close by not even being there. Guys, Tyler Huntley is a better overall quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not saying he's better than Lamar Jackson. Don't get it twisted. Don't twist those words and clip it and do all that crap. But he is better for the Baltimore Ravens. He has the speed. He has the agility. He has the size. He can hand the ball to J.K. Dobbins really, really well. He can also hit Mark Andrews when the time has come, right? He finds it. He gets it. He nickels it, dime it down the field. Like, all their drives that led into scores was 6-7 minutes plus. That's exactly how you beat a team like the Cincinnati Bengals. Keep them off the field. It's simple. Lamar Jackson can't do that. Lamar Jackson cannot sustain long drives. Lamar Jackson cannot just be satisfied with the 3 yards in a cloud of dust. He is just a trash quarterback in the end, and Tyler Huntley is better. Yes, I know the wins haven't transpired for Tyler Huntley. I think he's like 2-8 as a starter, or 4-8 or something like just like that. Like, I know. But you guys always talk about how Lamar doesn't have a number one receiver. Guys, last night, a tight end in Mark Andrews, 6'7", tight end in the league, right, was playing the X slot. So talk about having no receivers. Tyler Huntley had nobody. Literally had a tight end playing a wide receiver position. And they still could have beat the Cincinnati Bengals if they just would have went under instead of over, right? There was no way the Bengals were scoring after the Ravens drove like 98 yards. Guys, the Ravens are a really good, well-rounded team. Yes, they need a couple pieces here and a couple pieces there, but Tyler Huntley kept them in the game. No way that Lamar Jackson cost him the game. Tyler Huntley is better than Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. It is what it is at the end of the day, because facts are facts, and the facts is that Lamar Jackson is, drum roll please, trash. He's trash. Lamar Jackson is straight up trash. Back into the comments here. Tiki says the Chiefs are on top, but I'm a 49ers fan, so I hope we get all the way, but not against the Chiefs. Yeah, Tiki, as a 49ers fan, I'm sure you're still pretty bitter about the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Where's my Super Bowl hat? I don't have it, but yeah, you guys definitely, not you guys. Let me refrain that. Your coach shit the bed in the second half when the Chiefs scored really quick, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. He was like, oh my God, we gotta go score 4. Fucked up. He sucks. Talk about overrated and trash. Q, Kyle Shanahan, please. My girl over here on Facebook, Hannah Bear, says that Sean Payton is the most overrated coach of all time. Kyle Shanahan might be the most rated coach of all time. Alpha Rob says, what was the Ravens quarterback doing at the goal line? He was trying to go over the top and simply just break the plane. Alpha Rob. Tyler Huntley, 6'3" guy, right? I think he thought he was closer than what he was. I mean, if he was 6 inches closer, that's what she said, right? He would have broke the plane and the game would have been over. The fact is that they're like at the 2.5 yard line, not at the 2. I mean, that is just a young player that has not played a lot of NFL games. Yes, he's played 8 NFL games, right? But you have to realize when he was a quarterback at Utah and the best quarterback in the state of Florida, he was the best athlete on the field at any given time. And when you come to head with a 6'4", 280-pound linebacker and you're 6'3", 220, it is what it is at the end of the day, right? You have to live and learn, right? And unfortunately, John Harbaugh should have been in his earpiece like, hey, man, we're going to push you. Do not jump or you're going to get killed. But another bad coaching mistake by the old head ball coach. I can talk like that because I'm a coach myself. Alpha Rob says Jackson wasn't playing good before he got hurt and saw his stock dropping. and didn't want to risk losing more money. Alpha Rob, let me repeat that for the people in the back that are not listening. Lamar Jackson wasn't playing good before he got hurt, and he saw his stock dropping. Facts, facts, and facts. And he did not want to lose more money. Another fact. Alpha Rob, 3 points for you, my man, because you are spot freaking on. Many people are out there, Alpha Rob, in Baltimore Raven world, the haters, the trolls of the Man Hour. You guys understand that Lamar Jackson turned down a $250 million contract, $130 million guarantee to start the season. He turned that down. He said, no, that's not good enough for me. I'm the best quarterback in the league. Yes, the first 3 or 4 weeks, he was balling out. Oh, and they're like, oh my God, he's going to be like a $350 million quarterback. Now he's going to be a backup in the NFL. Like, he is not going to be a Baltimore Raven next season. I put a poll out there, or a post out there, giving 5 possible landing spots for Lamar Jackson, being the Las Vegas Raiders, Miami Dolphins, the New Orleans Saints, the New York Football Jets, and if the other team was, slipping my mind right now. Shoot, what was the other team, guys? It was the Jets, Saints, Miami Dolphins. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up. But either way. And people are like, oh, no, he is going to get franchise tagged. Yeah, he probably will get franchise tagged. You are absolutely right. He will probably get franchise tagged at the end of the day. Absolutely 100% agree. But he is not going to get that $150, $160, $250 million deal. He is not that guy. Guys, when we think of bridge quarterbacks, right? Jared Goff was going to come in Detroit and be that bridge quarterback, right? He was going to basically be a placeholder. Hey, man, just don't suck too bad, but suck enough where we can get a number 1 overall draft pick and then draft the quarterback, draft your replacement. Jared Goff says, hold my beer, not so fast. We're going to make a playoff run, baby. That's exactly what Jared Goff did. Now, people are saying, oh, Jared Goff is definitely worth that money. Lamar Jackson, when times got tough, he said, man, my butthole is puckered up enough, and I'm just not going to play. You guys are going to see how much you miss me in the end, right? Tyler Huntley's better than you, Lamar Jackson, for the Baltimore Ravens. So Lamar Jackson definitely lost a lot of money from week 4 to week 18 of the NFL season because of his play, because of his injury prone, he's very injury prone. And the fact that, let's just be flat honest, he quit on his team. He quit on his team. My mama just texted me, said, or she's right here, said, how did he quit on his team? Well, Mom, I'm glad you asked. He quit on his team by saying, I'm not 100%, I'm not going to play. Name me one player in the NFL right now in the playoffs that is 100%. I will wait. Even the practice squad player is not 100% right now. So to say that you're not 100%, I can't give my team all, like, shut up with that. Giving you your all is strictly in your heart, and you have a heartless, gutless wonder over here. That's what Lamar Jackson is. He is heartless, and he is gutless at the end of the day. Arthur Brown says, come home, Lamar. Arthur Brown, Skylar Thompson is your future in Miami. Give that dog a chance. Yes, I know he was like 13 for 48. I get it. Versus the very, very good Buffalo Bills team. Yes, I know he hung around with the Buffalo Bills all game long, but he just never felt comfortable beating them, right? This is his 3rd NFL start playing against the Buffalo Bills in the playoff game at Buffalo. Do you guys realize how freaking loud that place was all game long? Like, it got to the point where I wanted to put mute because it was giving me a freaking headache, and I'm not even at the game. Now, they could have been boasting noise in the TV, making it sound all crazy, right? But let's just be honest, that place was rocking. Lamar Jackson, come home. Come on, man. Get out of here with that. We're better than that. No. But Miami Dolphins has done stupider things. Giving away the house, the keys, and the boat for Tyreek Hill. But hey, we'll talk about that later. Moving on.
No way. Yes way.
Moving on. If you guys haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the said platform that you're listening to. Is on Facebook.com or YouTube.com. And if you are going to miss any part of the show whatsoever, you can find us on iTunes or Spotify, and of course, iHeartRadio as well. Once again, guys, we are up for another iHeart Award podcast of the year show, sports entertainment show of the year. Last year we came up in second place. This year I've been giving it my all. I'm like, you know what? We are going to grind till we get to the top. And of course, we are in the finals again for sports entertainment podcast of the year. So guys, thank you for all the love, all the support. Like, comment, subscribe, get us to the top. I'm not for sure really how voting is done, to be flat honest with you. I don't know if it's like a judging thing or a voting thing. It doesn't matter. We know we are the best damn sports show on the planet right now. Me and Combsy give us our all each and every day, guys, here. But let's move on here. The New York Football Giants beat down the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Many people saying that the Vikings were fool's gold all season long and their shoe finally dropped. And you guys were spot on. I tweeted out, or Facebooked, was it called Facebooked? I don't know. I posted on Facebook and said that the Eagles better hope that the Vikings come back and beat the New York Giants because they're looking good and they are clicking. People, of course, come back with the Giants are the worst, the Vikings are the worst defense in the league. They shouldn't have been in the playoffs, yada, yada, yada. Oh, okay, Vikings fans. We get it. You guys are getting beat by the Giants and scared. We get it, right? But way or no way, the Philadelphia Eagles should be scared of the New York Football Giants. So, guys, the Giants are a very hard team to judge, right? They were one of the best teams in the NFL. They're 7-1, 8-1, and then they went on a 4, 5, 6 game losing streak, and then they won a couple games to get into the playoffs to week 18. They were like that team that kind of backed their way into the playoffs. The last time the Giants backed their way into the playoffs with a week 18 win, they ended up beating the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Am I saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl? Only time will tell. Once they beat the Eagles this weekend, we'll see how they perform and see how they play. But should the Eagles be worried? Absolutely, guys. This is 100% way. 100% way. The New York Football Giants, not only are they a division rival of the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They, meaning the Giants, set everybody in that Week 18 game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles had to win that game to be in the position that they are in. The Giants are like, you know what? We're at 16. We're happy. We're going to play you in a couple weeks anyways. Jalen Hurts' first game back. So basically, guys, the New York Giants got free game film on the Eagles, knowing what they are going to do, what they're capable of doing, and the Giants gave them the vanilla defense and the vanilla offense. So, yeah, 100% they should be worried. Not only are a division foe, the Giants are clicking. Daniel Jones is the only quarterback in NFL history to throw for 300-plus yards, rush for 70 and 2+ touchdowns. What? Hold my beer. Daniel Jones, you are freaking hell yeah, brother. But, I mean, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts come off his first game back after 3 games off, right? Didn't look very good. What did they do the very next week? They rested. So he was off 3 to 4 weeks, played like dog shit. Let's just be honest. Very, very rust-filled plaguing. Was off again, and now they expect him to be like clicking? No. No. The Philadelphia Eagles limped their way into the playoffs. Yes, I know they were locked since like week 14. I get it. But they limped their way into the playoffs. Hurts was out. They had to win week 18 to get that division win, a first round bye. So, yeah, Giants are a scary team, guys. The Giants might be one of the most scariest teams in the NFC playoffs if the 49ers were not in there, which we'll be talking about them here in like a minute. That is going to be one hell of a game in a couple weeks. Let's say the Giants play the 49ers. Strength on strength. Guys, we could see like 4 total drives that whole game. The score could be 7-0 with like time of possession like 30 minutes each. Like it's just gonna be crazy. But yeah, the Giants are a scary team, guys. The Eagles should be very, very worried. They better be counting their blessing that Daniel Jones gets the flu or something. Because damn. Drew says, "Way, they should be scared of the Giants." Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Go so guys. One of Drew's 16 teams are the New York Football Giants. So of course he's going to root for the Giants. But yeah, Drew, you are absolutely right. Alpha Rob says, "I like Hodgins for the Giants." Yeah, where does this guy come from? Hawkins and that Jesse James is the other receiver, like the leading receiver for the Giants. Where the hell did those guys come from? I mean, granted, I don't watch I watch Giants games to look for particular like narratives that I want to talk about like that week. Like I pull out film of Daniel Jones trucking the cornerback, right? I see Saquon Barkley looking like a freaking beast running like 25 miles an hour. What? Where has that Saquon been for the last 3 years, right? But yeah, those receivers kind of they didn't really jump off the tape by any means, but they were very Wes Welker-like-ish, right? They were in there doing the dirty work, getting what they needed to get done, and they've been successful with it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those receivers for the Giants have been like, wow. Yeah, I want to say Jesse. Is it Jesse? It's Jesse James, isn't it, guys? The leading receiver for the Giants. Let me Google that real quick because I'm kind of intrigued. Monday night game, guys, is getting ready to start. Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. Cowboys are a 2.5 favorite. If you guys are interested in that, if you guys don't have ESPN, kickoff is right about now. I think it's 8:15. It's 8:15 East Coast time. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it's not going to load for me? Come on, New York Giants NFL.com page. Give me some stats. So Isaiah Hopkins is the leading receiver, or Hodgins, I should say. Oh, Richie James. Richie James was the leading receiver. Alpha Rob says, that man came from the Bills, PS, meaning practice squad. He just couldn't get on the field, or couldn't get on the. Yeah, I heard that in the thing that I think the Giants had like 3 practice squad receivers. Arthur Brown comes popping in the chat again here. He says, home field advantage in Philly. Eagles for the win. Big time, baby. Man, give me a hashtag, baby. The only thing Philly has going for them as home field advantage is that place is such a shithole that people cannot wait to get out of there. Like, let's just be honest. Who wants to go on vacation to Philly? Me and Cindy got a stadium tour there, and our next tour stadium for next year, we're going to hit all of Florida in that week span. We're going to do Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, and Miami on all in 1 week. Hopefully they play like a Thursday, Sunday, Monday thing. That would be fantastic. If not, we'll be there for like 2 weeks. But next year, Philadelphia is like on our list, and I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it because we're going to go to a Phillies Cowboys game, not Eagles Cowboys game. I should say, but I'm not excited to go to Philadelphia. I don't know. But yeah, man, I guess you can put that as home field advantage. Drew says Danny Dimes is doing so well because Dayball, unlike previous coaches, isn't trying to change him. Dayball is using Jones's abilities to their benefit. True. Very true, Drew. Or hear me out. They just don't have any receivers, so they're not throwing the ball. We can give Danny Dimes the Lamar Jackson treatment. He doesn't have anybody to throw to. He doesn't have a number one receiver. Their quote number one receiver was it Slayton, right? That number $80 million man himself has been on the bench all season long. So I mean, yes, he had a couple big catches in the playoff game, but if you want to do that narrative, let's do that narrative, right? Danny Dimes doesn't have anybody to throw to, but he's winning playoff games. He is playing injured. He's playing hurt. He's still throwing for 300 yards, rushing for 70, and throwing 2+ touchdowns. But Lamar Jackson better than Danny Dimes. So actually, guys, give me a poll question here real quick. Can you do that? Poll question. Is Danny Dimes better than Lamar Jackson? Who is better, Danny Dimes or Lamar Jackson? Guys, let me know in the chat. Should get a poll question up here in a minute if you can. If you need help, we can show you there, boss. Okay. Get that up. Wifey's being a producer. That's pretty cool, actually. It kind of gets my motor going. But anyways, moving on.
No way. Yes way.
And the final way or no way of the night, guys. We're going to go out west where the San Francisco 49ers flexed on the Seattle Seahawks in the second half. The Seahawks were up 17-16 going into the second half of that playoff game, and the 49ers are like, you know what, we've let you guys diddle-daddy long enough. We're going to score like 40 points and send you guys home. The 49ers end up beating the Seahawks 41-23. Brock Purdy with his first playoff win, probably many, many more to come. We talked about a quarterback controversy last week. If you guys haven't seen that clip, run over to our YouTube page and check it out, or Facebook is up there as well. But guys, check it out. But way or no way, guys, the San Francisco 49ers are the most dangerous team, and not only the NFC, but the NFL playoffs right now. More scarier than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Bengals. They are the most dangerous. When I first proposed this question, I was expecting everybody to be like, no, the Bengals are the best. No, the Bills are the best, right? But overwhelmingly, guys, people said that the San Francisco 49ers are the best team and the most dangerous team in the playoffs. Not only the NFC playoffs, but the playoffs in general. So I got to sit back and I got to thinking. Deebo Samuel just came off the injury, had a fantastic game, right? Christian McCaffrey, great asset to the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle, yes, I know Kelsey didn't play, but he might be the best tight end in the game right now with Brock Purdy. When other quarterbacks were in there, a.k.a. Jimmy G and Trey Lance, George Kittle was kind of off to the wayside, but now they're starting to use him again and be a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Tight end friendly, right? But guys, no way the San Francisco 49ers are the best team in the NFL playoffs. They're not even the most dangerous team in the NFC playoffs right now, guys. Do you understand the most dangerous team right now in the NFC playoffs are playing right now on Monday Night Football? The Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I said it last week, and I'm saying it again for the people in the back. The winner of this game will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. One more time. The winner of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The most dangerous team is playing right now. The winner of this game is the most dangerous team in the playoffs. Why? Because the 49ers, yes, they can score 35 points, right? Versus a terrible Las Vegas Raiders team. Yes, they can score 41 points versus a not too shabby Seahawks team. We've seen it, right? We've seen it. But the Raiders defense was ranked 30th in the NFL going into that game. Seahawks defense is ranked 20th going into their game last night. The Cowboys, top 5 defense. Buccaneers, a top 10 defense. The Philadelphia Eagles, number 15. And the New York Giants, number 9. Yes, the 49ers do have a good defense. They are ranked number 6. Number 6 defense right now in the NFL. Not too bad, right? But offensive-wise, it's just... Yes, I do like Brock Purdy. I do like George Kittle. I love CMC when he's healthy. I don't see them... If they're in an offensive shootout, the Cowboys are superior. The Eagles are superior. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are superior. Hell, even the New York Giants are superior than the 49ers if it's an offensive shootout. If it's a defensive slugfest, the Cowboys are superior. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'll give the 49ers on that one. The Eagles, give the 49ers on that one. The Giants, 49ers, give me the Giants. Yes, I like Bosa. I like the Armstead, right? They have a good defense. Just they're not better than the Cowboys. They're not better than the Giants. It is what it is. So are they the most dangerous team in the NFL playoffs? No, they're not. They're not even the most dangerous in the NFC. And if you want to take it one step further, let's look at the AFC playoffs. Buffalo Bills are better. Chiefs are better. Hell, give me the Jaguars over the 49ers too. Alpha Rob says, I want to see the 49ers versus a real team. You will see it next week, right? Because if they win, they will play the Dallas Cowboys. Sorry. I think, is it the winner of this game will play? Yeah, so the winner of this game will play the 49ers. Because the Giants are the lowest seed, they're 6th seed, so they'll be playing the Eagles. That game's locked. So the winner of this game will be playing the 49ers. So we'll see it next week. Arthur Brown says, but they lost to the Texans and the Commanders, meaning the Dallas Cowboys, right? So let's look at that Week 18 game. Didn't really mean too much, right? I'm not putting any stock to that Commanders game. Now, the Texans, sometimes in the midseason, you just shit the bed. Let's look at the Green Bay Packers a couple years ago, right? They're 13-3 or 13-4, whatever it was. That whole season, right? And they ended up losing to the NFC championship game to the 49ers. But earlier that season, the 49ers were kind of a shit show of a team. The Packers go to Candlelight or Levi Stadium or whatever it was called, and they just forgot to show up. Sometimes in a long 18-week season, guys, there's just one game when you shit the bed. Wait, the Cowboys didn't lose to the Texans, did they? The Titans lost to the Texans. The Cowboys beat the Texans, but it was an overtime game. No, the Chiefs was overtime. I can't remember. But yeah, there are times in the NFL season where you just forget to show up. You're just like, man, I'm ready for a bye week, or you just came off the bye week. They went on a Cancun trip. It's just, sometimes it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just shit the bed at the end of the day. But guys, that is going to be it for Man Hour tonight. I'm glad you guys have tuned in tonight, as always. We are live every Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. East Coast time, right here on Facebook.com and, of course, YouTube.com. And, of course, the After Hours show is Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Normally, tonight we started a little later because I did the the Jurassic Park experience with my little man. I highly recommend it. If you guys got like $100 to spend on tickets and, $50 for like a drink and like a hamburger, go have at it. But I am lucky enough that we got free tickets, so it is grand time. But Jurassic Park experience, guys, I highly recommend it. It is a great time, especially for like kids that are like 9 and under. If you're over 9, you're probably not going to have too much fun because it is kind of childish. But I had a grand time because my kid was having a grand time, and yeah, check it out. We're not sponsored, but Jurassic Park experience. If you want to sponsor me, I will go on tour with you guys at every place. Me and my man, my son, will go to every thing. We'll do some live shows and stream. I don't know. We can figure something out. Drew says you are underestimating the 49ers and overestimating the Cowgirls. We will see, Drew. Let me get in there. Let me break down the Cowboys game here versus the Buccaneers. I mean, the Cowboys got to get past the Buccaneers first, right? Buccaneers are a very, very good team. I said they are playing with house money. One more comment before I head out here. Drake says Tony Pollard should have never left the Ravens. LOL. Did Tony Pollard wasn't a Baltimore Raven, was he? Wasn't Tony Pollard drafted by the Dallas Cowboys and he's in his 4th year now? I don't think Tony Pollard was ever a Raven, my man. I could be wrong, but I'm almost 90% sure I'm not wrong. I am Googling it right now. I'm looking up his roster and whatnot. Tony Pollard, 4th year out of Memphis. So yeah, he never was a Baltimore Raven, Drake. He was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the fourth round of 2019 draft, the 128th pick. What in the world are you talking about, Drake? Come on, man. Do better than that, Drake. I'm just kidding. We all make mistakes, man. But guys, we'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. East Coast time, right here on youtube.com/man-hour. Of course, facebook.com/man-hour. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a grand night. Go Cowboys, go. Right? Cowboys Nation, baby.